In this video, I'll be showing you different ways I make my chicken, especially for festive occasions. I'll be showing you how to grill it in the oven, how to use an air fryer, how to boil and fry, and how to roast it on a grill. So if you want to see how I'm making this, keep watching, click the like button, save this video and share. To season the chicken, I'll be using the following. If you don't have the fresh ingredients, you can use like the dry powdered ones. I have some fresh parsley. I like to have some of these herbs in my fridge because you never can tell what you're going to cook and why you're going to need it. So I always have that. I'm also going to be using my habanero, which sometimes we call atarodo, but this one is very spicy. It is very fragrant. I did a video on my TikTok about the different types of pepper and the ones that you should use to get a particular result, so check my TikTok page. I'm also going to be using some onion for this. You can use like the purple onion or red onion like they like to call it, or you can use white onion. Any type of onion you find is perfect. Also, if you have shallots, you can use that as well. You know, the type of onion you use will give a different taste to your dish. So whatever type of onion you can find, just use it. I'll also be using some leftover spring onions. Basically, this is like fridge ingredients, so this is leftover. I will be using some rosemary. I am in love with rosemary. The fragrance is just something else. It's amazing. If you don't use rosemary, you should start. If you can't find the fresh one, you can try the dried one, but the fresh one is so fragrant. I'll also be using fresh thyme. I have some leftover from a previous recipe, so I'll be adding this, and then I'll just blend everything together and pour it into my pan. I'm adding some curry powder, some chicken stock powder. I'm going to add some salt, and then I do have a ginger garlic paste that I'm also going to add to this recipe. Mix everything together and just allow to boil till it is softened. You guys, that's all you gotta do. You don't need to do more than that. If you want it to be rich and extra flavorful, after boiling it, allow it to cool down and then you transfer it to your fridge or freezer. Allow that chicken to sit in the stock for a couple of days or a couple of hours, and the taste will be so much more, like 100 times better than just frying it immediately. But if you don't have time, you can fry it immediately. But I'm just telling you what you have to do for the best results. Now heat up a pan with vegetable oil and then start dropping your chicken in. If you do not want to fry it, you can, use your air fryer or put it in the oven, but this is how we enjoy it. I forgot about this method of making chicken just because, I've just been trying the baking method, air fryer method, but we visited my mother-in-law and she gave us chicken wings and a drink as, visitors things now. And my kids were like, "Mommy, we like this chicken." I'm like, "You like fried chicken, like simple fried chicken?" Kids tend to like, the KFC stuff, battered chicken. But I was surprised they said they like it. I'm like, okay, you know what? When we get home, I'm going to make you fried chicken. That day, I had to go and look for fried chicken or chicken that I will fry. But the thing is, this is not regular chicken. That is the difference. This is not soft chicken. This is what they call hard chicken, which is why it still maintains its shape and which is why the taste is way, way different and way, more delicious. So it's not regular chicken. Make sure you are using hard chicken for this. When you go to the cold room, tell them, "I want hard chicken wings." If not, they'll just give you the soft one. So request for the type that you need. This fried chicken, so simple but so delicious. Like I said earlier, I already shared this recipe on TikTok and on Instagram. So if you're not following me on TikTok and Instagram, follow me now. It is SISIYEMMIE, Sisi_Yemmie. Follow me on all my social media platforms, on Threads, on Twitter. Subscribe to my newsletter. Download my cookbooks, my Nigerian cookbooks for more Nigerian recipes. Download our children's cookbook for Nigerian-centric food that your children will absolutely love. They are fun and they are healthy and they're nutritious, and my kids love them. I bet your kids will as well. For any other information, especially regards this video, you can check the description box for links to downloads and links for all information. Everything will be in the description box. This is what they look like, golden fried. I'm going to transfer it to a colander and then I'll do the next batch. You can see this recipe is very, very simple. I hope you try it. If you do, let me know in the comment section. If you enjoy watching this video, click the like button. I will also love to read your comments. Do you fry your chicken the same way I do? I just feel like I'm going to call this recipe Nigerian fried chicken because I feel like this is basic Nigerian fried chicken recipe. The method of making chicken like this is called butterflying a chicken or spatchcocking. I like this particularly because when you put it on display, it looks really good. Imagine this on your table on Christmas or any festive occasion. It really, really impresses. Let's start with the seasonings we're going to use. For seasoning, you need paprika, onion powder, soya pepper, ginger powder, white pepper, salt, chicken stock powder, pepper flakes, garlic powder. Mix everything together till it is properly combined. You don't have to use everything I use, but the most important spices here are the soya pepper, which is the yaji spice, and then of course some salt to taste. For this recipe, I'm using a small chicken and it is a baby chicken, and I'm using this because they are easier to cook and they are delicious and they are tender and they cook very, very fast. So you can get this from a lot of supermarkets in Nigeria, especially if you live in Lagos or Abuja. So I'm going to take the neck of the chicken and just cut across the whole back, which is like the spine. So take that off. You can use a sharp knife or you can use your scissors. We're going to take it off on both sides, and this is the process of butterflying this chicken. The paste taken out of the chicken can be stored and used as chicken stock. You should not throw it away, if not you're wasting it. Anyways, back to our chicken. You can see how cute it is looking. I'm going to turn it around and just press on the middle there so that it can go flat. So we're just breaking, the chest into two so that it can lay flat. Two things you have to do for delicious chicken. First of all, make sure it is at room temperature. So if it was in the fridge, leave it out so that it will come to room temperature. And also make sure it is dry. So I have made sure that I took my kitchen tissue and I just tapped it and dabbed it all over the chicken so that it roasts nicely. You really want that. Now it is time to season the chicken, so just sprinkle as much seasoning as you like on that chicken. I like my chicken properly seasoned, not sprinkles, properly seasoned. So I'm going to put it in front and in back, and that's the beauty of butterflying your chicken. You can season the insides, the outsides, and it is going to be so delicious. We're going to add some butter on this chicken. This is the butter I've been using lately, and I got a lot of questions from my last few videos asking me what kind of butter I use. This is the type I've been using lately. It comes as salted or unsalted depending on what you want. So we're going to add it to the chicken for flavor. I've used my hand to open in between the skin and the flesh of the chicken. So don't use a knife or don't use a scissor so that you don't destroy the skin. So, and I'm just putting the butter inside. This will ensure that it really roasts very well. It is so good. Sometimes I use butter for the whole chicken, but I just want to put it in the breast area so that it doesn't dry out. If you've been enjoying the recipes on this channel, please let me know in the comment section, and also let me know by clicking the like button. It helps me out. Thank you. Now that I've added the butter, I'm going to add some vegetable oil just around at the top and at the bottom, and just to give it something to roast. Okay, so put it inside. By the time you put this in the oven, it's just going to, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's going to roast properly, and especially because of the oil and butter, it's going to be really crispy. Now I'm going to transfer the chicken to a baking tray, and just put the chicken on it. Not too much ceremony. Only try to ensure that the chicken is sitting pretty. So you have to arrange the legs so that it looks really nice for presentation purposes, and so that it can roast evenly. You're going to transfer this to a preheated oven, and in about 45 minutes your chicken should be ready. While baking it in the oven, you can flip once. Sometimes it is not necessary. It depends on how your oven is, and it depends on how big the chicken is. So once I've taken it out of the oven, I use the juice of the chicken and just rub it on top for it to get that glow. The skin needs to be popping, and as you can see, not a lot of juice came out, and that's because this chicken was properly dry before I started roasting it. If you like, you can share this chicken with the whole family, like every person takes one part. But if you want to, leave it up, only you finish this chicken, because I can finish this chicken. It is a baby chicken. You guys, don't judge me. Try to be enjoying, because in this life, problem not the finish. So finish one whole chicken by yourself. You deserve it. If you have an air fryer, you can make this on the side, which is just chicken wings. I have my clean chicken wings, and I've seasoned with some soya pepper, which is always a favorite. I'm adding a bit of vegetable oil, and I'm just going to transfer that to the air fryer. You guys, it is literally that simple. To make it extra yummy, I'm going to put some soya pepper, a little bit of seasoning, and some honey in a bowl. Mix everything together and rub on the chicken wings. Once it is done, put back in the air fryer for a few seconds, and you guys, you have your honey soya glazed chicken wings. Amazing. If you have a grill, then you can make this chicken. I love it because of the flavor of the grill. You guys, this is how to make your barbecue chicken. I'm going to start off by seasoning the chicken with some chicken stock powder, and then I'll go in with some black pepper. Always use fresh black pepper, you guys. It makes the taste awesome. I'm going to add some salt and just give this a good mix. In fact, I will call it massage. I like to massage the chicken so that all the spices can get into it. Once I'm sure the salt and the chicken stock powder is enough, I'm going to add my garlic and ginger paste. This takes it to another level, and I'm just going to massage that chicken. Next, I'm going to add some soya pepper, and you guys know how I feel about soya pepper. This chicken is about to be lit. If you want the recipe, I'll have it in the description box linked for you so that you can get access to all my recipes. Any recipe you want from SISIYEMMIE, you can get it there, download it to your phones. I have lots of recipes in my cookbooks that you can download. These cookbooks are also available on Amazon, so check them out there, especially if you want the hardcover. But if you want e-copies, which I believe are brilliant, they're always on your phone and you can see it anytime, then go to the link in my description box to download my cookbooks. So you can see I've given it a thorough massage, and now I'm just going to be adding some green pepper. You can add anything you want. You can add like spring onion that you have blended, green bell pepper that you have blended. This is green scotch bonnet that I have blended, and this was the flavor I was going for today. Next, I'm going to add some vegetable oil, and I'll also add some more soya pepper because I just wanted more. You can see the big basin I'm using for my chicken, and this is because I'm batch cooking for my family, which is something I love to do. Instead of doing this 3 times a week, why not just make a big batch of chicken, which I like to do at the beginning of the month, or anytime the chicken has finished, do a big basin and then keep it in the fridge. When my kids are going to school, I put 1 chicken or 2 chicken in their plates. If somebody is having a meal, there's always chicken, and my husband loves to snack on chicken, so it's just good to have this in the fridge as something that is a necessity in this house. If you want all my, food that I always have in the fridge, I'll let you guys know in another video. But this is me meal prepping for my family. This will last us about 3 weeks. I had to do 2 rounds of grilling, but I'm just going to show you guys the first round, which is basically me putting on my grill. It's a charcoal grill, so we've turned on the heat, but as you can see, it's not flaming, so it is hot, but you can't really say that it is hot. That's how you want the temperature to be, because if the flames are up, then your chicken is going to burn. So we just want the heat to be there, but not the fire. We just want heat. So how long does it take to grill chicken? For me, it takes anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the part of the chicken. Some parts of the chicken cook faster than others, so it can depend. And then it also depends on how high your heat is. If your heat is very high, it will cook faster. But like I said, I prefer it low and slow. you're grilling your chicken, you have to be close by. It's not the one you put your chicken on fire and then you go and be gisting somewhere. It's that 5 minutes you're using to gist that this chicken is going to burn. So you need to make sure that you are close by and you're checking that the fire does not like flare up while you are doing something else. And as you can see, our chicken is ready. I just love the aroma of grilled chicken, especially as the person grilling it and just as somebody walking around in the compound, because you know when you're passing somewhere you can perceive the aroma of suya, of grilled chicken, of grilled meat. It just brings something warm to my heart. Like, it makes me very, very happy. Like I said, I love outdoor cooking. So it brings me a lot of joy, and my family enjoyed this recipe. This is what it looks like. Sprinkle some more soya pepper and everybody dig in. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.